Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, the energy is a little bit chirpier today, although yesterday it was not. I would say that I had a really bad nightmare, but it wasn't at night time. It was during the day. Is that called a daymare? What's a daymare? Anyway, so I'm going to look into really our shadow side and our light side. So let's call it the terrible and the terrific. I've got two lots of cards. Two lots of cards. That doesn't sound right, Lucy. Well, okay. I've selected some cards. I've selected some for looking at what's terrible in our lives. Okay. What we view as being terrible, and there's always something terrible. But to counteract that, there's always something terrific. So I've got some other cards here for the terrific side. We're going to deal with the terrible. Let's have a look. We'll see what's terrible that we do need to address these terrible things, otherwise they haunt us. So I have the Teachings of Abraham Wellbeing cards. I thought they would be good to use. I've got the Law of Attraction for the terrific side. Let's give these a shuffle. I can actually pull these cards as I get them out of the boxes, and we can have a look and see what the message is. So this is the Teachings of Abraham Wellbeing cards by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Okay. The secret of creating anything desired, get happy. So you're struggling to get your happy on. Okay. We'll read the back of that in a moment. The secret of creating anything desired is get happy. So we're struggling. Okay, well, we're struggling to get our happy on. Listen, we all do. Let's look at the daily guidance from your angels. Let me see if I can... it's all good. We'll sort out the boxes in a minute. What's terrible? I've lost my mojo. I can't seem to get happy. Family. Okay, so this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. I felt like calming blue lights. I felt like there were emergency vehicles, like you need to call the police. Okay, swirling blue lights, that's what I felt. Danger. There's definitely someone toxic within your family unit, and they just seem to suck that happiness out of you. They're like an energy vampire. Okay, give them the opportunity and they're going to suck you dry. Okay, all your happiness, all your soul, they're going to try and get to your soul. But that's what we're going to tap into, is raising your vibration and helping you to get out of this. So in your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself. So I'm going to say protection. And the experience with calming blue light and many angels. You need a lot of angels in this situation. Call upon them to help you. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. What are you learning from this? This energy you've obviously attracted it to learn something. So is it just that you're learning that this person is draining the life force out of you? And enough's enough? That's the secret. If you want to create anything that you desire, you need to get happy. Full stop. So we have a family here, situation. This situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member. Should we have a look and see what the messages from heaven is? All I can hear is, what's going on? And I try. Oh my God, do I try? I try all the time. In this institution, feels like an institution rather than a loving family home, connection, environment. And I pray. Oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day for evolution. Okay, today might be the day. Have you laughed today? Find your joy and lift your soul. When was the last time you laughed? Like a proper belly, genuine chuckle, laugh. When was the last time you cried? When was the last time, like with laughter? I'm not going to ask you when the last time you cried was. I mean, with laughter. When did your cheeks hurt so much? Oh, okay. We got another card. Oh, it's upside down. Let's turn it around. Changes can bring you new life and energy. We will hold your hand. You have someone on the other side holding your hand. Now, what's interesting? This could be actually like a marital partner. Okay, so someone that you're married to. I'm just kind of the ring here. But it's on the little finger, and I actually feel like this could be a parent holding your hand from the other side. Especially if there's a marriage involved. Okay. Oh, that's really weird. I can tell you this. I can tell you anything and everything. There's just a lot to tell. But I will tell you this. When I went to bed last night, and I slept really well, and I've been going to bed like really early compared to like the norm. So I've been rising early as well. When I went to bed last night, sometimes I notice I'm like holding my hands under my pillow. But last night, my little pinky finger was rested on my ring finger. It was like this. Pointing to my ring finger. Okay. So, have you laughed today? Does that make you laugh? Well, whatever. Listen, it's a very strange world I live in. Find your joy, lift your soul. So you are being told here. These, first of all, they look like snake heads, but they're not. I believe they're frogs. A toad. I don't know. But they look a bit lizardy, don't they? Snake-like. How many people do you have around you that is kind of like... You're not feeling attractive. I feel like the princess and the frog was coming up. Okay, card number 17, card number 25. Let's have a look. We're going to find out, have you laughed today? Find your joy and lift your soul. My goodness, how many times this week, or in the last week, do we want to sing, I'm a soul man? The best therapy is laughter. So the saying goes. Okay, laughter is the best therapy. The best, and it's like, I don't feel like laughing. I get that. The best therapy is laughter, so the saying goes. There is so much truth in those few words. Watch comedies on television. Meet with friends and have a good laugh. Or go out and try new things. Not only is it okay to laugh, it's important that you do so. They remind you your laughter brings us so much joy. Enjoy your life. Okay, then we have card number 25. Changes can bring you new life and energy, and we will hold your hand. Now you've got to remember, you've got to ask for this situation with this, toxic person, this energy vampire. Okay, so in your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Okay, what card number? 25. You can be excited at new things entering your life, or you can be worried. You hold the key to how you feel about something, so we encourage you to think positively. Be ready for wonderful new opportunities that are about to enter your life. They tell you, we are right here by your side as you try new things. You'll be just fine. We will find out some more. We've got some tarot that we're going to delve into now. Okay, before we do that, we are going to have a look at the angels of light, seeing as there's a big emphasis here on you calling in this blue light and many angels. You're vulnerable. Okay, vulnerability. We'll just stick with that card, that's fine. Only the brave and open-hearted dare to allow themselves to be vulnerable, for it requires courage to take down all walls and expose your humanness. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defense mechanisms, which keep you separate from others and the divine. Ask your angels to help you dissolve your masks and barriers so that your fragile true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable and open. Your affirmation: vulnerability is my strength. Okay. There you go, there's some strength in feeling vulnerable. It's okay. It's okay to feel whatever it is that you feel. Now, I've chosen to use the Everyday Tarot because every day we have challenges. It seems like every day you do. Same old, same old. It's Groundhog Day. Is that what it's like? Getting used to it, aren't you? Becoming a bit of a master at dealing with this situation. Well, you shouldn't have to deal with it. Okay. It's like you're down in the slumps. Not in the dumps, in the slumps. So your whole body, I feel, is like bent over. Your body language. You're not standing erect and tall and confident. Feels like you're very submissive. Okay, let's have a look at what the Everyday Tarot deck would like to say. I don't know if they're up the right way, and I'm not going to look just yet. We'll find out, won't we? I don't know if it's the right way, up the right way, but we will find out. Let's have a look. At this terrible situation that you seem to find yourself in each and every day. The Four of Wands, so it's definitely at home. That's the card of your home, your community. That should be your place of safety here. Why does it look all flounced up? Flounced up. It looks like there's a good image going on the outside. Okay. There could be somebody in your environment that actually likes the finer things of life and values that more than a good old-fashioned fine love. Find love? Is it time for you to find a good old-fashioned love? Ribbons. I don't know, it's just looks a bit dark in there. It looks like a tower in there. No matter how much you try and disguise it, I feel like the look is written all over your face. Not just your face, maybe not your face. I don't know, it depends if you smile or laugh, or if you're faking a smile. It's definitely over your body language. Mr. Maintenance Guy's out nice and early. What's the time? 7 minutes past 9. Okay. We have the Lovers. Okay, so I believe that it's time. This is definitely a love connection. She has a snake with her here. Okay, and this apple. Feels like Eve. Okay, I was talking over this story. It just kind of came out. I'll tell it to you. The other day when I was speaking to another fine Divine Feminine. Okay. And I was talking about Adam and Eve, and I was talking about Lilith. Now, I don't know too much about the story with Lilith, and they seem to have kind of omitted it from the Bible, I believe. Although I believe there is a statement that says that when man was kind of created, there was man and woman created out of the same soil. But then we kind of go to, well, how was Eve created out of Adam's rib? Okay, so where are we going with this? Oh, the tempting of Eve, who she is. So we have Lilith, who was created for Adam, okay, but he tried to control her. And she was having none of it. She was like, no, we're equals. And so she then flew away and she went to reside with Archangel Samuel. Quite interesting that she actually ascended. She didn't stay on the earth plane. She ascended to actually cohabit with an archangel. Okay, Angel Samuel. And apparently Adam sent the angels to ask Lilith to come back. And she didn't. Now, why didn't she come back? And I was wondering, now listen, did you already have Eve because you were lonely? So you would ask for, like, you know, I need a woman, I need a companion. But Eve turned out to be, I mean, everything was hunky-dory, wasn't it? Until Eve listened to the snake. The snake said, go and pick that bit of fruit there, because if you do, you're going to have more power than God. When God stated all along, you can have anything in this garden, just don't touch that tree of wisdom. Okay, that's just the life force. So there was this need for greed. Okay, wanting to be more powerful. So not only did she pick the fruit, but then she went to Adam and tempted him with it. And he didn't turn around, he had no backbone. He didn't turn around and say, Eve, don't be an idiot. You know? No, he followed her. And so as soon as they done that, they went to find themselves a fig leaf and they went to hide in the Garden of Eden and cover up. Then God comes and he says, man, where are you? He says, I'm here. And he said, why are you hiding? He said, because I didn't want you to see me naked. And he said, who told you that word? And then realised that they had eaten. Because it was embarrassment, ashamed. They had done the wrong thing. And, well, anyway, they were kicked out of Eden. And they had to work the land. Until they, spiritual rebirth, I want to say. They went on to have 2 children. Wasn't great, was it? One was dark, one was light. And I just feel it all kind of got a bit fucked up then. With the Bible. Are you with me? So we're looking at, do you have yourself an Eve? Who's kind of leading you down the wrong path, and you've kind of made someone else go away. Okay, now I don't blame Lilith. I wouldn't come back if Eve was there, and I wouldn't come back either if this masculine Adam had not changed and wasn't so controlling and dominant and feeling that he had all the power and the situation. That's what it feels like. It feels like the masculine's energy here, kind of wanting to control maybe the connection, like with the divine feminine, let's say Lilith, the one that was created. They were created for each other. And it's like, so Adam was, okay, he sent the angels. Why didn't he go himself? Well, she had ascended. He could have connected if he had tried that hard. Instead, he sent the angels. She said no. Okay. What happened after that? Did he go and ask for Eve after, or was Eve already there? And he was already seeing her deceitful ways. This could be Lilith here, looking down on them, going, he'll learn his lesson. And that's really what the angels are saying to you, because I feel like it is a masculine energy. Is here, and it's kind of like, have you learnt your lesson yet? Or are you still going to allow yourself to be led down the wrong path? Because how on earth could Eve be so controlling over Adam when Adam originally had the controlling energy over Lilith? Okay. That's that. Bible study. I just think it's something to ponder over. Anyway. Pain in the rib. Even take your bloody ribs, man. Is that why they're called, is it barbecue? Sweet and sour. Barbecue spare rib. Yeah, I've got a spare rib. I've got a spare limb as well. Have it all. That's what this energy's doing. It's draining from you. It's interesting. I'm not sure if there's actually sex though. Because there's the flame around like the genital area. It's like, take it all, but you're not having that. Wow. Unless her name's Mary and you've got children, she did have that, didn't she? So there could have been obviously this exchange of sexual energy. That's a lesson you have to learn as you get older, that every person that you have sexual intercourse with, you're exchanging energies. They take a piece of you and you take on a piece of them. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. Okay, destiny's here. Okay, you're being guided towards your destiny. That's for sure. Do you want me to go to this depth? Okay, we're going over to the light side now. We're going to the light side from the dark side. I am your father. Listen to me. Darth Vader. It's not even a good impression, is it? Listen, I'm not an impressionist. I don't like to impersonate people, I just like to be me. Very interesting. Four of Wands, the Lovers, Wheel of Fortune. You're being directed away from the snake. Can you see the way that the arrow? You have angels on this situation. Okay, look at the Sphinx there. Looking at the snake. All the Sphinx is waiting for is for you to solve the riddle, so that then you can gain access. Okay. You are your own man. That's what the answer is anyway to the riddle of the Sphinx. Man. Okay. Right. Well, that's that part. Oh, I was going to read the other side, wasn't we? Of the secret of creating anything desired is get happy. As you practice happy thoughts, okay. As you practice happy thoughts, you practice your connection with source and well-being. From your place of being happy, you have access to all that you desire. You need to get you happy on. I know, easier said than done. But it does feel like you need to man up. Who's the man? Who wears the trousers in that relationship? Okay. As long as you've got the balance and you don't drive your partner away because of your dominance, don't make the same mistake that Adam did. Or if you have, you can rectify it. But you need to work on you. Okay. This feminine's definitely in control of the house here. It's on her side here. I feel like this connection does need to be dealt with. It looks like the angel wings are actually it's coming down closer and closer. I feel like you're very close to having a conversation with this person. We'll find out on the light side what's terrific about this and not so terrible. Let's look for that seed of equivalent benefit. Okay. Let's put these away. What was the bottom of the deck? Let's have a look. We've got the Eight of Swords. Oh, someone needs to be pinned down. Okay, someone needs to be... It does actually look like they need to be... how do you say this the nicest way? Locked up. Not just that, it looks like they're needing to be protected from themselves, not just from others. Very toxic energy here. And I don't even believe that they're aware that they are so toxic or the harm that they're doing. It's just their way. Okay. If you look at the joy, well, it's the same as really as happiness, isn't it? Look at the bottom of the angel guidance. So we have joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at the highest possible levels. Dolphin here. Okay. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. You're going to have to look for those. Let's have a look at this side of the situation. So I have the Tarot to Go. I thought I'd use the Tarot to Go cards. Start as you mean to go on. Okay. It's another good saying, isn't it? Like, laughter is the best therapy. Let's have a look at these cards. We're starting with the tarot here. We have your transformation. Okay. Interesting. There's a child that's a wedge. You are stone cold. Look at you. There's a feminine here, but there's a child like in your bed. So I feel that not only does this partner like the fine things in life, it's a bit of an image, that I believe they may also, I don't know whether they sleep with the child, but there's a child in between. That's going to be like a proper passion killer. Who wants their kid sleeping in bed with them in the middle? I mean, how on earth do you get to snuggle up with your partner and have some hanky-panky? Well, there's a kid here who seems, I feel like, has pushed you out. So this feminine could be very focused on her children, her home, maybe not so much you. and you know it. So we have the Death card. You're going through a spiritual transformation. It feels like, okay, there's like a blood sun. I don't want to call it a blood moon. It's a blood sun. A blood sun. I feel a ragingness coming from that sun now. And I was going to say red sky at night, shepherd's delight. Red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. You are receiving a warning here. Okay. So, you're deaf. You're deaf. So if you've learnt the lesson, you would have worked the land, like Adam, repented his sins, gets to go again. But I feel like all the time you're hanging around with Eve, it's not going to happen. Okay. I mean, what happened with the parenting then? You had one that was very able, and then you had the other one that was like hard and strict, like a cane. Taken on whose? I wonder whose personalities they're taken on. There was a kind, loving brother, and then there was a very jealous, envious brother, raised by the same parents. Ah, look what you're going towards. You're going towards an independent, mature. You're going towards that old-fashioned fine love. You'll have to find yourself some old-fashioned love. Kids in the bed. Seriously. What, we're going back to the olden days, are we? How many kids could you get into a bed with you? I think all the kids slept together, didn't they? Not sure the parents slept with kids back in the... Going back to the good old war days. Maybe. Anyway, you don't have to sleep there, do you? I would rather opt for the floor with my like partner than actually be like in a bed full of kids. They kick, they toss, they turn, they murmur, they murmur. They take all the covers. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles here. You're going towards a divine feminine. Now, she's not like Lilith. She's actually on Earth here. She's receiving messages from the birds as well. Look how contented she is. Do you know, this is the only card, I believe, that I've seen of the Nine of Pentacles, because she's always holding that bird, where she doesn't actually have a glove on to protect her hand. So she'll have a very caring nature that no one could even... You can't dislike her. She's just... you can't dislike her. So this other person is very... she's not the same as this person. Okay? She might dislike this feminine, this divine feminine. Because I'm not sure how she's going to, though. Because with the divine feminine, it's quite hard to hate the divine feminine. It'll be jealousy, envious. But she can work on building herself up. I mean, we all start off the same, do we not? Yes, in the beginning. We are pure. It's just all the belief systems and the parenting, definitely. I can't remember who I heard state this in it was an audio I was listening to, and they said it's like, I think it might be Wayne Dyer. It's like you know, you have this beautiful baby, okay, and you know, you're carrying this baby and you're really excited about this baby being born and how you're going to raise this child. And then as soon as it's born, you kind of go to God, thank you, we'll take over from now. And it's like, from now, we'll take over from now. We'll take over from here. And it's like, whoa! Most people are like so sincerely fucked up. Like they haven't got a clue really about what raising children's about, and definitely the impact that it can have. It's about taking parenting seriously. Your children will adopt your habits, your mindsets, your fears. That's the biggest one. Okay. And if you're a worrier, oh my goodness. That's another phrase, isn't it? I was sick with worry. That's all you're going to get with worry, sickness. And you'll make others sick with your worry as well. Or they will. Whoever's worrying, whoever's the worrier. And then you'll raise worrying children. Whew. Who would have known? Well, that's what we're trying to change now, is think before you sink. Think before you sink. And I want to say, what I meant by that was actually sexual intercourse. think before you kind of jump into exchanging bodily fluids and energy with other people. Get yourself into a lot of trouble, can't you? Not just pregnancy, but lots of other things that are out there lurking. And you want to really be raising your children to be respectful and know the deal when it comes to that. It's not a laughing game. That's not a laughing game. Okay, so now we have the King of Rods, and you're the other side of the feminine. Okay. You're sad. I don't mean that like in a, like you're sad, as like you live a sad life, because I felt like it was a little bit, you know, you're sad. No, you are actually genuinely sad. You need to get back your strength. Look here with the lion. Okay, this is the courage. The strength card is about a feminine and masculine, a divine feminine. We'll take that card that's just slid off. Working together. And I don't feel like you've been working in compartnership, I like that word, compartnership with a compassionate partner that actually wants to, I just don't feel like they actually want to work with you at all. This is the past partner, not this one. This one here is maturer. It's nice. The home looks more welcoming. Just the one flag, don't need all of those. Nice big grounds here. There's the grounds to grow. Unless you're Adam in them fields. And I feel like, I don't know, you've got the pyramids here. Egypt. Dragon. Chinese. It's taking me to Zodiac. Okay. You're definitely in the darkness here, but you can see the light. It's above your head. So you're knowing what you're needing to do. It's like you know you need to lighten up because you're pointing to it with your own wand here. Okay. And I feel like you do maybe need a companion to actually help you. I feel you could have been so drained, energetically drained, that you could maybe do with somebody to help you with that pick-me-up. Listen, we could all do with someone, okay, to help us when we're in our lowest times. Just to put a smile on our face, just to pick us up, just to help us, to get the momentum going. And then we have, yeah, you're happy, look. You're reborn. You get to go again. You can choose to get to go again at any point in your life, but you will have to deal with the past, childhood trauma. We all have it, all of us. Okay. No matter how hard you try, there's a childhood trauma that will come. You can be like Mary Poppins, the perfect mother, but there'll still be, or the perfect father. I don't know who that would be. Who would the perfect father be? I don't know. Dick Van Dyke. Yeah. Mr. Potts from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. He was a good father. I was watching that yesterday. I need to perk myself up. So do you know what I watch? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Can't even get the words out. Oh, chitty you, chitty 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 bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. He needed a truly scrumptious. He said, my children, I give them everything. I think she said, I didn't watch all of it. It's a long film. I mean, seriously. You can put the film on and go and make a cup of tea and or coffee and do some bits, because there's about a 10-minute intro to that film. The race, the old times. Okay, the magic within the car. Lucy, where we're going? Truly scrumptious. The point where he actually drops her home, because first of all, he, we blame him. She had turned up with the kids, returning them because they were playing truant from school. And his response was, well, it gives the kids more chance to catch up. And she's like, aren't you worried about your children not going to school? And so obviously he gets, you know, triggered. How dare she tell me, blah, 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 how to raise my children. Well, she ends up spending a day with them on the beach. And they're asleep in the back of the car and on the way home. And she actually says to him, you know, you have amazing children. And you know, you do everything for them. And he said, yes, like I'm like the nurse and the chef, you know, all the things that you do. And he said, but one thing I can't be is the one thing that they need, and that's a mother. So a single, and then she went away to sing. That's why I ended it. She went, oh, what a love. Oh, what a lovely, lonely man. Something like that. I'd never listened to the words before. I was like, oh my goodness, she's in love with like this lonely, single dad. It was just, anyway. Eight of Swords, what's this here? Okay. I feel like we still have this energy of this other person and you wanting to keep this other person away from your new connection. It's like no way in this world is she going to get her fangs into this divine feminine, divine love. It feels very much as if you might be keeping your distance because of this feminine. You might feel fear on what this feminine might do to this this fine love of yours. Okay. So there is someone that you can go to. So very much suggests divine masculine, divine feminine energy. When do I read anything else? Okay, well, we have you here having a think now about this. I want to say good boy. Have a think about it. You do have options. There's always an option. Okay? Sleep on the floor. Sleep on the floor. I would. But I wouldn't stay. But that's, again, easier said than done. And it can take us a while because we do kind of give people the benefit of the doubt, of course, and we should. But for how long? Let's go to the law. No, we'll do the law of attraction cards in a moment. We're going to have a look at the Archangel Oracle cards. So this is the light side of it. You have choices. No, you have options. Which one? Both. You have to make a decision because you're being dragged down further and further into the dungeons. We're trying to lift your spirits here. Okay. Let's see what the archangels want to say. Ooh. See that? We had a jumper. Outdoors, interesting. I say we had a jumper and then I felt someone actually threatening to commit suicide. To jump out a window, jump off a bridge. Listen, I've heard it all. Okay. I've not threatened to do that. But I've heard it from people. Very low card to play, that one. That will make you sick with worrying whether or not this other person is actually mentally stable, like I felt she needed to be protected, not only from herself, but from the pain that she's causing others. Outdoors, I was going to say to you, because I said about you sleeping on the floor and spend the least amount of time in that environment that you can. What you should actually find is the universe should separate you, even if you're living in a household, okay, with other people. If your energies do not match, then the divine will make sure that you're in separate rooms and that you just kind of bypass each other. Okay? It's just, it feels like you're there for the home, well, for the status, I think, for the marital status, that name. So get outside, most definitely. And I'll tell you, I watched a video the other day. Who was it by? I can't remember. I don't know if it was K7. But I was singing the song, come baby, baby, come, come, baby, come. Okay, well, I actually had a look at the video to that, and that was really interesting. If I remember, I'll put it in the description box and you can have a little look. But at the beginning of the video, it's like there's a masculine and he's getting up and he's leaving his partner and she's saying, you know, I'll go out with your friends then, but make sure you're back by 7. And then you watch the video and it's like, he's out with his friends, but they're like eyeing up other women. And I felt like they were divine feminines. And the energy I got from it was that the divine masculine was kind of doing the best he could to just stay away from karmic energy. But while he was out of the house, that's when he gets to fantasize and he gets to be in his own space. And he ended up, what it looked like by the video, that he stayed out all night, one night. So I don't know, you don't really see the outcome, but Anyway, outdoors. Go outside, get some fresh air and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. So I feel like that's your top tip, apart from the floor, sleeping on the floor. Ask them to sleep on the floor. Who wears the trousers? No, don't do this. Listen, instead of you asking others to do things, why don't you just do them? Okay, you make the change. So outdoors, let's have a look at this. Very interesting reading today, isn't it? They can't stop you from going outside. I felt like the actual the page wouldn't open. It's like, can you not get out the door? Maybe you feel that you don't get much alone time. Maybe you should send them out for a walk. I'm not sure. Outdoor. Connecting with nature helps synchronize your rhythms to the universal heartbeat. In this way, your natural timing improves so that you're in the right place at the right time. Being in nature renews your spirit and revives your energy level. Get outside every day, even if it takes some effort on your part. Once you're in nature, take time to smell the roses and observe the glorious beauty. I actually feel like you could be observing your divine feminine, however that suits you, however you can kind of get a glimpse of her. I actually feel like being shut in, that's not good, is it? Especially if you're with someone who kind of always wants to tag along. You might say, I want to go for a walk. I'll come with you. Really? Seriously? Can I not have any time alone? I mean, is that against the law? They'll have a very suspect attitude about them. So they're already suspicious. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Interesting. You can't walk out because you love who too much? I don't feel like you love this. I do feel that you love them. I don't feel that they're a true... I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Unless this is to do with like suicidal suggestions here. You would tell anyone anything, wouldn't you? I won't walk out on you. No, I love you. Of course I love you. I mean, terror. Whew. Okay. You just tell them what they want to hear. It's not nice to have that on your shoulders, thinking that someone's going to top themselves because of you. Jeez. Seriously, when they're out of that energy, you want to get out of that relationship. That's very unstable to use a manipulative tactic like that. So get outside every day, even if it takes some effort on your part. Once you're in nature, take time to smell the roses and observe the glorious beauty. Know that you're part of nature and that you're also beautiful. You are beautiful in every single way. Okay. Words can bring me down. Words can bring you down. They say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Bullshit. You can heal those broken bones, the internal shit that happens. Name calling. Okay. Working with Archangel Jophiel. Jophiel's name means beauty of God. She sees beauty in everything and everyone and helps you do the same. Jophiel knows that when we spend regular time outdoors, we're cleared of lower energies and naturally have a more beautiful outlook on life. Call upon Jophiel to ease your schedule to allow for outdoor time. Plan a nature-based vacation, move to a more rural environment, start a beautiful garden, start a butterfly garden, or just connect to nature in any way that pleases you. You. Not them, you. Be your own man. Okay, let's have a look at what Archangel animal is surrounding you. I'm singing now. This is a man's world, but it doesn't mean nothing. And what I was actually feeling then was, because I said, I'm caught in a trap, I can't walk out. because I love you too much, baby. I'm actually feeling, first of all, okay, well, first of all, what came through was that you was absolutely besotted with the divine feminine. And you can't actually, it's like you're paralysed with her beauty. So not only do you have like crap that's going on in the home, you're also, it's like an obsessional need to clap your eyes on some beauty every day. Does that kind of make sense? So it's like, how do you find the time to do that? So there's, I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby, and then you're not even knowing how you're going to deal with that. If you walk out and go to the divine feminine and you love her immensely, there's still this fear of this other partner being very jealous to actually like to see you in your, I feel like it's a cover-up job. If you're needing to go out, because the expression, I said it was like rotor over your face, people's are gonna see if you are in love. They're gonna know. Okay, so it could be you might be happy, and they're like, "What are you so happy about? Why are you smiling?" And then you're gonna have to explain whatever it is you're doing or thinking or watching or anyway. There's a suspicious mind here. She has every right to be suspicious. But she's scary. And it's like she's so scary that you love the divine feminine that much that you can't walk out, because if you do, then this toxic energy is going to kind of get her claws. Oh, that's interesting. I found a claw. I found like a nail. Like, it's proper size nail of the cat. So I imagine it might be Jasper. On the sofa, just laying there. Like, I was like, oh, someone's lost their nail. Like, for a cat. So it must have got caught up and he's literally tugged it. If it's him. You've got a kangaroo. Be a force for good. Archangels Roquel, Gersissa and Sandalphon. This again could be worrying about, your little joeys, your little babies. Well, they need a protective pouch, don't they? A protective home that's safe, secure. Look at this heart here. I'm feeling as if the children need someone, like, who's all soul. Let's read about the kangaroo. We've had this card come up, maybe the last time I actually used this deck. We're just going to read the guidance. This is the card of wise, balanced, compassionate leadership. What is it? I don't know, we're not getting the words out now. This is the card of wise, balanced, compassionate leadership. Be a peaceful warrior, an upholder of justice and equality. Particularly help those who are vulnerable. Well, who's helping you when you're vulnerable? Because you've got vulnerability here. Okay. So it feels like you're a bit of a rescuer. Okay. But they need me. You need you. Okay. To be sane and stable and secure, especially if you're raising little ones. Treat our beautiful planet with respect and love, then nature will support you. At the same time, you are invited to tune in to the information and knowledge held within the Lumerian Crystals. You may not be consciously aware that you are receiving light when you think about or hold one of these sacred crystals. Nevertheless, a download of keys and codes for the new golden age is being transmitted to you and will enable you to ease your journey through life. Be open to receiving it. Well, I really need to find out. Last time, where's my mobile? Last time we read this card, I stated that I didn't know anything about the Lumerian crystals. So today I will have a look. It's giving me necklaces, but hold on. Okay. The Crystal Council. I like that. Lumerian seed crystals. Let's have a read about this, if we can, quickly. Lumerian seed crystals, or Lumerian quartz, are stones of special power. Oh, what happened? No thanks. They were found around the turn of the millennium. Interesting, I've got a millennium baby. January 2000. I love it. You can never forget how old she is. She's 21 next year. It's not long, I'm spitting over the table. Okay. Lumerian seed crystals or Lumerian quartz are stones of special power. They were found around the turn of the millennium and was said to have been specifically programmed with vast knowledge and buried by the Lumerians themselves. Lumeria is believed to have been an island that once existed somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, similar to Atlantis. Its people are believed to have been possessing vast amounts of ancient technology and knowledge that far surpasses what we have understanding of today. The island is said to have been swallowed up by the sea and completely destroyed. Before that disaster happened, interesting as we're talking about the terrible and the terrific, before that disaster happened, it is believed that a very small group of people were able to escape the island just in time. I felt like you were being dragged down. Down, like under. I wanted to say down under, that would make sense. It is said that once they... Oh, okay. It is... No. Before that disaster happened, it is believed that a very small group of people were able to escape the island just in time and take their crystals full of knowledge with them. It is said that once they hit land, they quickly buried these powerful tools due to fear of them falling into the wrong hands. History soon took its course and these crystals were lost for a very long time up until recently. This crystal comes from an ancient civilization that existed millions of years ago, named the Lumerians. They were believed to have been peaceful people that understood Mother Nature and all the creatures within it. The Lumerians programmed these crystals with their spiritual knowledge and energy, then scattering them around the world to be found when needed. Maybe you'll find one of these crystals. Do you want to see what it looks like? Maybe you have one. You're in possession of one and you didn't know. Okay. The Lumerian seed crystals are meant to give us a sense of unity, reminding us that we are all one consciousness. We are all beings of divine love, no matter if we are good or bad, and what happens to one affects us all. This is a reassurance to show us that we're all connected in one way or another. Lumerian starseeds. Lumerian seed crystals help with loneliness, reminding us that we are always connected to others and are all equal in spirit. Not much left, we'll carry on reading. Meditate with Lumerian seed crystal by holding it to your third eye chakra, letting your spirit awaken and begin to see a deeper understanding of life. The crystal shows us that we are all in tune with nature energy and others, fusing our subconscious mind with the rest of humanity and understanding we will never be alone, no matter what situation arises. The more the Lumerian seed crystal is used, the more powerful it will become. Allow the crystal to learn from you as you learn from it. Lumerian seed crystals need never to be cleansed because of the information that is already infused into them by the Lumerians. These crystals are similar to a data bank that is meant to hold information to be passed down to others, never to be lost on the way. By tapping into the power of the Lumerian seed, a person can attain spiritual wisdom from past lives and past civilization. The ancient Lumerians were very spiritual people and wanted to share their knowledge with others. Oh my goodness, how informational was that? That was awesome. Seriously, awesome. So get yourself, look at them. Just getting up the images here so you can actually see what they look like. They don't need to be cleansed, guys. Let's have a look at this person here holding them in their hand. Just wanted to have a look at the picture. Yeah, it's not a great picture. Just on eBay. Get yours on eBay. How much do they start from? £4.99. £4.99 and free postage, guys. Okay, that's on eBay. I don't really do eBay. But, oh, they look nice. Them ones. Okay. You get the idea? I think you get the idea. Wow. That's how big they are as well, look. Right. Thank you. Let's just... Well, I didn't know that. Now we do. So let me just repeat that part. Now we have a deeper understanding about these crystals. At the same time, you are invited to tune in to the information and knowledge held within the Lumerian crystals. You may not be consciously aware that you are receiving light when you think about or hold one of these sacred crystals. Nevertheless, a download of keys and codes for the new golden age is being transmitted to you and will enable you to ease your journey through life and be open to receiving it. Who knows what you're going to find on your travels now? Let's have a look at the Law of Attraction cards. What are you going to be attracting? The Lumerian crystal? Oh, it's in the background here, look. Now we know. Learn something new every day. I do. I've just learnt that the sun's come out. Okay. Let's get a Law of Attraction cards. So these are the Law of Attraction cards by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I can feel it. I attract the essence of whatever pleases me. Make sure you surround yourself with pleasing people and personalities then. A cat. Okay. There's a cat up a tree. What's that cat in the middle of the tree here? Card number 12. A black cat. Some people view them as being bad luck. When the posters were out with like Black Lives Matter, BLM, I wanted to change that to Black Cats Matter. Serious. It doesn't mean bad luck when a black cat crosses your path. Don't be so silly now. Superstitious shit. Seriously. If there's a ladder, guess what? I'll walk under it. Yeah. I'll walk on drains. I'll walk on drains. Why? Because I'm a radiator. So when you go into your creative workshop, you can begin to assimilate the data that represents your preferences. And as you assimilate the data, you will prepare a picture of self from which you will begin attracting into your experience the essence of all that has been pleasing you. That's a lot to get my head round. When you go into your creative workshop, you've got yourself a shed, a man cave. You can begin to assimilate the data, especially if you're holding one of them Lumerian crystals. Assimilate the data that represents your preferences. This is about you, being you, following your path, doing what's right for you. And not in a selfish way. This is for the highest good of all. Okay. But I feel like you put your energy too much on pleasing this person who doesn't seem to have a pleasing personality. Okay. And as you assimilate the data, you will prepare a picture of self from which you will begin attracting into your experience the essence of all that has been pleasing you. And I kind of get that. That's why you're kind of outside a lot. My life is unlimited in every respect. So people need to show you respect, especially respect for your own space and time. Okay. Let's end this reading with an Oracle of Shadows and Light. Okay. I think we've got the message. Don't want to add any more to that. I feel like we're wrapping this up now. So let's have a look at the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit. You're going to have to find yourself some space, though, to be able to connect. Your environment's too manic for you to actually be able to truly get some peace and quiet. 43. Let's have a look at this. The message is a time for spirit. About the Pink Lotus Fairy. You may love your guilt-free rants, staying up too late and happily behaving badly. but you're about to balance all that out with some very powerful new spiritual teachings and connections. You are to meet a wise one who seems very still, very slow, and very peaceful. She will be tranquil and serene and immersed in a path that until now has felt too slow or foreign for you. That's because you're living this hectic life. Take a walk on the calmer side. Hey, baby. She will be tranquil and serene and immersed in a path that until now has felt too slow or foreign for you. But this teacher, who is represented by the pink lotus fairy, will assist you in finding more of your soul's true wisdom. Within this time of inner discovery, you will commit to disciplined new training in the mental realms, study and physical movement that is unfamiliar to you, all of which helps you to naturally choose thoughts that are empowering and enlivening, yet completely authentic and real. You will learn to be still and to listen to the beat of your heart without giving in to restlessness or the critical voice inside or the cliches the ego loves to trip you up with. After you have learned more discipline through peaceful practice of meditation or exercise or mantras, you will nurture yourself more willingly, without guilt, and you will have returned to a place of tranquility, self-love and peace. You will bring into balance your own shadows and light. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. You will be happier and more peaceful, but you won't be boring. You never could be. I feel like someone may have made you boring. Okay, made you lose your sparkle. Well, let's have a look and see what the Pink Lotus Fairy wants to say. The Pink Lotus Fairy speaks. On your journey, on your quest, there are times when it is worth finding that very heavenly place within, where the soul of love resides. In this blissful state, this nirvana, you'll be nurturing some new, very enriching and exciting information, and guidance will come to you. It would be very helpful for you to take up yoga, Pilates, or a physical exercise that has a spiritual practice attached to it in order to cultivate your inner peace and to receive these messages clearly. Soon a teacher, guide, or mentor will enter your life. When you meet that person, know he is here to demonstrate ways for you to find your own path and to grow and evolve into the being you are meant to be. Go within, look deeply into your heart and find the love that overflows in its secret, quiet places. Your love is rich and warm and flowing still, and it is time for you to renew your connection to the source via the teachings you will be introduced to soon. When you patiently learn from a good teacher who is pure in intent, your powers of focus, telepathy, intuition and inner peace, no matter what the outer circumstances, will be greatly amplified. Hooray for that. Okay. Divination message. Spiritual quest, travel, calm, relaxed yoga pose, self-love and self-acceptance. Third eye and crown chakra activation, chakra awakening, connection to all. Crown chakra connected to the universe, receiving universal love messages. Self-connected peacefully to the earth. Peaceful flowing energy in the body. Tranquil, sublime spiritual moments of connection. Blessings showering upon you due to correct relationships with body and soul. It's time to take a class, course, or new study program. Time to welcome in a new teacher, either in the form of a physical being, or perhaps a path that speaks to your heart at this time, or a spirit guide who resonates with you. Know that while this path and tranquil, east, are we going east? Okay. Know that while this path and tranquil, easeful philosophy may seem out of character for you, it is a deep and true part of yourself that has long yearned for acknowledgement, fulfillment, and the nirvana that is on its way. You got this? You've got this. Where are they? Coming off. Let's end with that message. You can do it if you put your mind into it. That's it. Apart from the bottom of the deck, but you can do it if you put your mind into it. We know what we are, but know not what we may be. And that's the download you're going to be receiving for the realisation of your spiritual transformation. We know what we are, but know not what we may be. Guys, have yourself a fantastic day. I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.